Hey y'all, it's Pretty Mary here with Pretty Sports, and today I will be recapping a few games for y'all today. We're going to start off with the Bills versus the Bengals. Joe Burrow was 31 of 44. He had 348 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen was 26 of 38 with 258 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and of course y'all already know what Josh Allen going to do. He's going to turn the ball over. That's what he do. So he had 1 interception in that game. The funny thing about this game is that if the playoffs started today, the Bengals would be in, even though they're last in their division, and the Buffalo Bills will be out. They are third in their division. So, in the beginning of the season, a lot of people was worried about the Bengals. They started off 0-2. They lost to the Browns, got demolished by the Browns. They didn't lose. They got stumped out. They was in the dirt. They lost that game 24-3. And they lost a divisional game to the Ravens 27-24. That was a close game, but now it's November. Games are really starting to matter. The pretenders to the contenders we're figuring out. So it's really looking like the Bengals are who they were last year when they went to the Super Bowl, the year prior before that. And it's just, to me, I feel like the Bills window, everybody keeps saying, is closing, and I think it's closed. It's done for the Bills. They're just not going to win a championship. And I'm sorry, Bills Mafia, don't hop all in my comments and nothing like that, but be real with yourselves first, just like I'm being honest. Y'all, it's not happening for y'all. Josh Allen always turns the ball over. He is third in turnovers this year, and I just don't see it happening. The AFC gets tougher and tougher, and it's just not working. I don't know what needs to be done. Maybe a new quarterback. The talent is there. It's just not working out for y'all at the end of the day. So I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but stick a fork in y'all. The Bills is done. So the second game we're going to go over was Miami versus Kansas City. This was the first game played in Germany, and the Chiefs won. They won 21-14. They had went up 21 points in the second half, and Miami kind of made it a game towards the end, scoring 14 points. And to me, I think that the Chiefs defense really stepped up. They held Tyreek Hill with 8 receptions and 62 yards. He didn't even reach 100. The Kansas City Chiefs, their defense said, we ain't even going to do all that. We going to calm that right down. You're not going to run all over the field and do whatever you want. Mind you, he's leading the league in reception yards. So for them to hold him at 62 yards, I feel like the defense, that says a lot. This was a good way for the Chiefs to bounce back from that crazy loss to Denver last week. Like, I don't know. They must have been drunk. Travis Kelce must have been drunk. They probably even had Andy Reid in the back drinking something, because that game was a mess. So this was a real good bounce back game. For anybody that thought they forgot who Patrick Mahomes is, it just reminded you was really good. You feel me? Now Miami is starting to get like the same rep Dallas is getting. They can only beat up on the easy teams. When they're playing teams with losing records, they average 39 points. And when they are playing teams with winning records, they average 17 points. Those are the losses that came from Philly, the Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills. So Miami needs to figure it out, what needs to be done. Because when the playoffs start, if they make the playoffs, which they probably will, you're not going to be just doing whatever you want. You're going to be playing tough teams. The AFC is by far the most competitive out of the two conferences. So the last game we're going to cover was probably the most anticipated game, and that is the Cowboys versus the Eagles. I'm from Philly, and let me just tell y'all, the atmosphere was hype. The city was definitely on fire. It's a lot of Cowboys fans here too. But they bleed green, they see green, they eat green, they are green at this point. Philly just is just on another level when it comes to supporting this football team. This game had controversial missed calls. It was hands to the face, holding calls that was missed. It was a fumble that literally I heard when that fumble happened. I heard everybody take a gasp. Everybody, it was just in unison. Like, I feel like People had heart attacks. People almost like passed out when that fumble happened. But luckily, Philly recovered the fumble. With this game, Dak tried to. Actually, Dak surprised me. I thought he was really going to mess everything up and blow the game, but he did his thing. But he came up short. He stepped out of bounds for the 2-point conversion when he really could have ran it in. Like, hello, you got more than enough space. Like, is you scared? Like, take the hit and get the touchdown. But he was all scary, so that played a role. So in the last few minutes of the game, the Philadelphia defense really stepped up. Dak had a chance to end the game with a pass short to CD Lamb. They jumped on his ass. He was not getting that end zone for nothing. Okay, and then the ball came out, which ended the game. Everybody is saying that even Jalen Hurts himself said, they're still not winning perfect games. They are, still struggling in some aspects. They got a tough schedule coming up. They're playing the Chiefs, Buffalo, Seattle. They're on the bye, and then they play Dallas again. So they see each other later on down the line, and hopefully, the Cowboys can even the series up. You never know. That game could determine the winner of the NFC East. It's late in the season, but it's still, you can still, put something together and try to win a division. So don't count Dallas out. Philly is the hottest team in the city. They are 8-1, and they like I said before, they have still room for improvement. So we want to see what goes down with the NFC and who wins that. Thanks for watching, y'all.